everybody, Dr. Damalza here. So today I'm going to show you how we make our braided streamers. And so we have some lovely volunteers who make these for us. They do a much better job than I'm probably going to do, but you can make them of any length, and this is made into a giant ball here. So how is that done with the streamers? So basically we start with our streamers. I'm going to use 3 different color streamers just to demonstrate, and then I'll show you how to join them together. And as I said, we have some volunteers who do a much better job than I do at this, so I'll try to show you how it's done. So basically you want your 3 different colors of streamer. They don't have to be the same length really, because you're going to join onto them. It may be easier to have a clothespin at the top just to hold it together. And the length is kind of dependent on how much you want to braid at one go. If you have it too long, it can have a tendency to get tangled. So I've just done some really short, fairly short pieces here. So basically what you are going to do is braid it like you would braid hair. And so you want to make sure that you braid it as tightly as possible. And I will try to show you, or let me just do a little bit and show you at the camera. So in turn, one over the other. So if I start with blue, then yellow, then pink, blue, yellow, pink, and so on down the line. And again, you want to just hold on to them, twist them over, and I'll see if I can stand closer so you can see I have the braid started there. So I'm going to twist it over, and you just do all the way down like you would braid hair. Now we find that the neater and tighter these are braided, typically the stronger they will be to hold up some of our special project enrichment. So we find them very useful for hanging things like paper mache, or maybe when we make paper plates, animals for some of our animal focus days, or our Halloween enrichment, or any kind of paper based enrichment. These can be very useful for hanging them into the habitats, because we cannot use anything like strings or tapes or anything like that in a habitat. So we don't use string. It does not have the breakability that something like this does. So we need to have stuff that we know if an animal tugged on it, it will break. So that's why we use this. It's essentially paper. Once it's braided, it is strong enough to hold, for example, a paper mache item, but it is also breakable. And believe me, the animals break them very easily. So I'm going to continue down and try and get to the end. Actually, what I'm going to do is pull a piece off so that it's a little shorter, just to show for demo purposes. So when you get near the end and you have some streamer left out, how do you join on so you can just keep going to create what is like this, a giant ball? So have your next piece of streamer ready, and then essentially what you're going to do is to wrap the new piece of streamer around the old piece of streamer, and then just simply keep braiding, and that join will braid into your finished piece. And so there you can see I've joined on a piece, and it's become part of the piece. And I'm going to get ready with my next color to braid into here, the blue. So again, I take that piece, I wrap it around nice and tight, and then just continue braiding. And when you first start doing this, your joins may not be the greatest. Some people have difficulty with joining them together, but keep practicing and it will become easier, I promise. And then my last piece here, I'm going to again join it in by folding it over and I just keep on braiding, and that's how you can create these really long, giant braided streamer bowls that our lovely volunteers make for us. And so again, mine isn't as neat as the ones that are done here, but basically that's the principle. So start with your 3 pieces, braid it as you would braid hair, and then when you get near the end, don't have them too long because they'll get very tangled up. When you get near the end, you just take your new piece, fold it over, and just keep braiding. And so that's how we do it. Braided streamers for animal enrichment.